So, Chris, your original vision for What Times What wasn't just to build an app that sat on an iPad. Your vision was to make multiplication fluency more popular than spelling bees. You've literally built a live multiplication bee, even directly into the software, so schools can host high energy tournament nights. Paint this picture for me. Describe the sights, the sounds, the emotional energy of the school community holding a live multiplication bee, and maybe tell us a bit about what this what times what is at this point.
I'm so excited about this. It's something easy for me to talk about, and I can't say that about everything, but about this, I can. When I was sitting in that class last year, it was a planning period, and I'm thinking the root cause of their problems is that they have little to no multiplication fluency. I said, okay, this needs to be as you said, this needs to be more popular than spelling bees. How do you make it cool? How do you make it neat, fun, and exciting? Spelling bees, I think, are even on ESPN now. They've made it fun and exciting, and there's, uh, they got the sponsorship and TV time and all that. And so there's no real mechanism for that I'm aware of. Uh, I loved the flashcards when I was young. I could do them before you even stopped the card. I knew what it was, and so I said, okay, I'm also a developer. Let me go see if I can find a solution in the browser where it'll show something. You speak it, it might be red or green, and go to the next one, and it would keep track of uh, if it's right or wrong. And at the end, you can see how many or how fast and stuff. So I tried it. I tried it a year ago, and not to be overly technical, but you can have it um, listen, calculate, and respond to every single card. Um, that wasn't fast enough for me. Uh, and so I put it away. I was like, okay, well, this is frustrating. It's a good idea, neat idea. I don't know if anyone, I think the kids would like that versus the analog flashcards, uh, especially if you want to go as fast as you can go. And I'd put it away a few months, then I'd open it back up and I'd try a different way and maybe a different technology stack, different things. And then honestly, the last month or two, I'm always most creative between the time I wake up and the time I get up. I don't know what it is
Mhm.
about that time, but uh, when I'm laying there, things come to me, and I thought, why don't I try a different approach instead of synchronous, asynchronous? Let me do all the speech, and then at the end, try that. And that was the revelation. Um, and the way I do it on the back end, I'm able to interpret English. I'm able to do Spanish as well. And that, I think, if you're truly trying to help as many students as possible, you make it accessible. Accessible means you just go to a website. You don't have to have an app store subscription because that might be completely normal to most folks. It's not everybody. There's a big diverse world out there, and you can't take even that for granted. So this is just a website, and it works right in the browser. Um, but the idea, in addition to like a daily uh, puzzle that's like Wordle, that's the same for everybody for the world, and you can share, and there's a neat graphic just like Wordle that goes with that. Um, the kids said they wanted to compete as well. The little pilot that I did before school was out, they wanted to earn badges. They wanted to compete. It's like great. I must I must be like a little kid because I do too. And built where a teacher in a classroom can set up a round robin tournament where everyone plays everyone. They can set up a bracket tournament if they want to, but the multiplication bee is there now. And what is to me very cool. There's a lightning round in the spelling bee that I saw. I think it helps tiebreaker or something, and it is fast and it is exciting. Um, but what we have with what times what takes the human element out of it. It's as fast as they can go,
Mhm.
and in there, any anybody that signs up, any teacher, any parent, anyone can establish a classroom. They can then create a multiplication bee and invite or have students or adults sign up for it. And I've got a leaderboard. Click it, and you can project a leaderboard. And as they go through it, and like a spelling bee, they go up to one central station in front of everyone. They'll start their round. That same screen could be projected behind them. So the audience can see what they're doing, and they can also see the leaderboard. And as soon as they're done, it calculates and it shows on the leaderboard. And they go through a round. And whoever sets up the multiplication bee then says, okay, at the end, I'm going to cut the bottom 10%, or I'm going to cut the bottom 1 or 2. And then there's another round. And it's just like anything. And I've even built in where the order is kind of Olympic order, where it'll go from lowest to highest. That builds a little drama. If someone got 20 and someone got 10, then the next round, the 10, they could jump up, but it builds a little drama. And at the end, there's a round where if you wanted to, it's configurable. Instead of 30 seconds, maybe they're really neck and neck. You can have it 15. And man, there's no room for error. But the leaderboard's automated, the rounds are automated, the eliminations are automated, and there could be an audience if an elementary school has a math night or a STEM night or something like that. Instead of just some static projects, what if they had a live event? I want to live in that world where there's some kids that are excited about multiplication, that it is a big deal, that they go to the site and they realize that there's badges to earn, and they can build their rating. Actually, like chess, when you play someone that's has a higher rating than you, your rating goes up, and there's different things built in. The head-to-head challenges, whether they're trying to go against the clock and get their own personal record, or go against their friend, or in these tournaments, that if they see that it's a big deal to someone, and that someone's me, and that all this really, I hope, professional level stuff is built in, maybe they'll be motivated to spend some time with it, or be motivated to try it, or to learn and to get more fluent. But that's the world I want to live in. And so I decided, because I've got the technical ability, to build it. And now my job is to evangelize that. And that is exactly why I appreciate you having me on, as help me evangelize this.